In 1897, the journalist Flora Shaw suggested the name Nigeria for the area owned by the Royal Niger Company in an essay in the Times newspaper. The Royal Niger Company sold its territories to the British Crown in 1900 for £865,000, the equivalent of £90.2 million in 2025. 2 years later, Flora Shaw married Sir Frederick Lugard, the High Commissioner of the Northern Nigeria Protectorate. The Northern Nigeria Protectorate was merged with the Southern Nigeria Protectorate in 1914 to form the Colony and Protectorate of Nigeria, with Lugard as Governor-General, a post he held until 1919. In 1922 he published his second book, The Dual Mandate in British Tropical Africa. In it he described the minds of African people as nearer to the animal world and compared their race type to children. Here are 5 quotes which summarize his arguments. 1. In character and temperament, the typical African of this race type is a happy, thriftless, excitable person, lacking in self-control, discipline, and foresight. 2. His mind, says Sir C. Eliot, is far nearer to the animal world than that of the European or Asiatic and exhibits something of the animal's placidity and want of desire to rise beyond the state he has reached. 3. He lacks power of organization and is conspicuously deficient in the management and control alike of men or of business. 4. He has the courage of the fighting animal, an instinct rather than a moral virtue. And finally, in brief, the virtues and the defects of this race type are those of attractive children. Flora Shaw died in 1929, a year after she and her husband became Lord and Lady Lugard. He passed away 16 years later in 1945. Nigeria gained independence from Britain in 1960. Lugard's name remains in Nigeria, with Lugard Avenue in Ikoyi, Lagos. Similarly, in London, there is a Lugard Road in Peckham and a Lugard House in Shepherd's Bush. As people like Lugard held prestigious positions in Africa and had the respectability associated with being knighted, it gave their views more weight. Stay tuned for more videos on where racism comes from, and please like, share, and subscribe.